Hello, my sweet Virgos. This is your reading for today. We're going to start with an affirmation. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of my sweet Virgos. Oops. Okay. Divine protection and evolving process. Your angels and spirit guides are on call to assist you always. The universe has my back, comes out all the time. Evolving process. Know that you will find all the pieces you need as you go along. I embrace uncertainty, which this comes out quite a bit too, but I think for Virgos, since we like to have a plan, we like to have all the answers, I feel like this is more difficult than other signs, but you're doing it. Between worlds, work with spirit to heal blocks and uncover deeper truths. Spirit is my true source. Connecting more with the spirit realm is going to give you the clarity that you need. So, all right, let's get overall energy. Overall energy for my sweet Virgos. Overall energy. Overall energy for my sweet Virgos. Patience. Patience. And then we have a solar plexus, which I don't even have my book here. Solar plexus. I think it's, I don't know if that's willpower. You all have to look it up because I always forget it. But you've been patient on the shift that's occurring in your life. So let's see what else is coming out. The month of May and the month of March could be significant. 35 or 53 could be significant. All right, current energy for my sweet Virgos. Current energy. Obstacle. Advice. And outcome. Oh my gosh, I love it. The bottom of the deck is God. Let me tell you why I love it. Someone in the current energy has been spying, stalking, slandering, lying, creating illusions, doing everything to defame you, to destroy what you're creating. And it's an obstacle because you're still blessed. You're in the advice, being guided on the path to abundance, Treasure Island. And the outcome is you're still having your new life. So you've been really patient in dealing with this person. And now the divine is stepping in to take care of business, Virgo. And that's what I feel. Tell me about this person trying to defame Virgo, stalking, spying, slandering. Tell me about this. Yeah, it's like, it's a false emperor. A father figure could be the father of your children. It could be your father. It doesn't even have to be a masculine. It could be a feminine that's controlling and dominating, that's distorted. This is who's the head of the smear campaign. But they're saying a lot of nasty things in hopes that they will ostracize you, make you feel wounded. You're not. You don't feel wounded. Instead, they're calling judgment on themselves and their life. I feel like God is clearly showing them the good news that's happening for you, the stability, divine connections. God is definitely highlighting your wins to show this person your nasty words do nothing to Virgo. You're hurting yourself. It's an obstacle because God's blessing you. He keeps blessing you. Why is blessed an obstacle? The devil's working through this person, trying to destroy you, and this person's obsessed with getting a reaction, and they can't because you don't care. You have your back to the devil. You're not giving any energy. You're not wasting your energy on reacting to this person's immaturity, their petty games. Treasure Island. Yeah, you're being spiritually guided on your path. They want you to know, as long as you are strong in your faith, you're connecting with the spiritual realm, you're going to get guidance to help you move forward. And there's an opportunity being presented to you that is going to bring in a lot of prosperity. New life. You also have a replacement that's a perfect match to you, Virgo. This is a King of Pentacles, a perfect spouse. Someone grounded, stable, and creative, nurturing, loving, loyal. A true divine partner. That's going to be a part of your new life. Leads to a marriage or a long-term commitment. Let's look at higher power. And maybe that's what you've been patient on. Higher power. Higher power. Yeah. God is blessing his baby. 9 of Cups to the star. The healer. You, Virgo. God's blessing his baby. Not one blessing. 9 blessings. And who can take that? No one. I think your person from the past is in fear now because they've come to the realization, in whatever way God has shown them, that they've been coming against God and not you. That nothing they have done will ever work when it comes to your fate, your destiny, and the blessings God has in store for you. They're in regret now because they are the ones carrying the burden, not you. Maybe they had a dream. Maybe God showed them in a dream. This person's saying a lot of nasty things. The false emperor, a tyrant. Someone operates from ego. You bruised their ego when you wouldn't let them abuse you. When you wouldn't stick around for their abuse. Now, because of their attack on your character, the defamation, they've called judgment into their own life. And they're getting the message. God is showing them. Look at the good news for a collective. Look at the divine union. Look at the stability. Look what's happening in the collective's life. God is showing them. You don't have the power to do anything to Virgo. They're under judgment. You're just calling judgment into your reality. Whoops. Yeah, I see a whole group of people passing judgment on this person for the things that they've done. They're in heartbreak. They're in heartbreak, yeah. Because your justice is having victory and success and they can't stop it. That's why they're heartbroken. Not because they have empathy or feel sorry for what they did to you. They're heartbroken because they couldn't stop your blessings. They couldn't stop justice from playing out. This person's in devil energy. You are blessed. And it's an obstacle because this devil can do nothing because you've turned your back. You're not giving any energy. Yeah. This is the person from your past reminiscing about you, and they can see very clearly you're not out in the cold. You're not in financial ruin. Despite all the things they said and did behind your back, it didn't affect you because you work for God. And I kept hearing that song. There's a line in that song. And I can't remember the name of the song. And it says, "Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? I am yours." It's a Christian song. And that's at the end of the song. But I can't remember the name of the song. And I was hearing that in my head. That's the same type of energy. You're like, I don't fear you. I belong to the Lord. So what can you do to me? Nothing. You do nothing. With Treasure Island, you're being divinely guided and opportunities are coming, and it's going to lead to a lot of abundance, Virgo. Yeah, it's causing someone to feel defeated because your generational wealth is big. It's going to cause this person to eat a slice of humble pie after all the things they did to try to destroy you. Your new life includes a divine union. God is bringing someone into your life that's a perfect match that will give you all the love, the care, the nurturing, the confidence, the trust and loyalty that you ever desired. It leads to a marriage or a long-term commitment. Your life. Yeah. I definitely feel that balance is being restored, peace and harmony, and I feel that this person that was reckless with your energy, that was abusive to you, they're being forced to change their perspective, and the one that's forcing them to change their perspective is your new boo. When this person enters your life, it's going to force your past person to reflect on how poor they treated you, because they're going to see this person treating you like the empress or emperor that you are. God is blessing his baby. Virgo, you have so many blessings coming in and no one can take it. Yeah, you're loving, you're kind, you're intuitive, you're very gifted, and this is going to bring in a lot of transformation in your life, Virgo. It's you following your passion, being guided by the divine. I'll just get a couple from my deck. For my sweet Virgos. 1111 on my timer. You might be seeing 1111. For my sweet Virgos, what do they need to know? What's coming in for my sweet Virgos? I don't know if it's the Who I Am song that has that at the end. It's definitely a Christian song. But the verse, whom shall I fear, whom shall I fear, I am yours, that keeps playing in my mind today. Yeah. Somebody's going through an ego death when it comes to Virgo, you being blessed with abundance, success, abundance, and stability. It's causing this person to have an ego death. It's more than their ego can handle. Could be a water sign involved, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be the third party. Tell me about the water sign. Sleeping with the enemy. Now, if this is the third party karmic, they're actually your past person's enemy, and they're doing spell work, black magic, spell work, sending negative energy. And they're doing it towards you because you're gifted. And they think they have that type of power. They don't. They don't. Your power comes from God. This person's power is coming from the underworld. And no one has more power than God. Yeah, they're getting the signs though. Slander, spreading lies, and hate and hater. But the divine is giving them signs. What signs are they getting? Your ancestors are protecting you and helping you, especially at night. You're dealing with people with addictions, alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, and money. They're getting signs they're about to go through a dark night of the soul. Things are falling apart. Somebody's going to lose their job. It comes out all the time. They could go to prison or they're trapped. There's a false feminine that is deceiving and betraying your past person. And you're protected by Saint Michael. It doesn't matter what witchy woo-ha this person does, you're protected. Look, we have this person from your past trying to communicate through music. If they did unalignment rituals, whether it's the third party or your past person or whoever did it, it's going back. Whoever paid to have it done, it will. The practitioner as well as the person that paid for it will also experience massive karma because you have angelic protection. They want you to believe in a miracle. A miracle will soon happen in your life, Virgo. Yeah, there's a whole lot of toxic friends involved and cyberbullying you, but you've let go of the past pain, anger, bitterness, or resentment. You're not going to let anyone get you out of your element, Virgo. Yeah, you're too happy and joyful. Happy to be free. Happy to move on. Grateful. New opportunities are headed your way. They want you to take the risk. Also a new home. You could be buying a new home. You could be redecorating. You could be relocating. You're dealing with a gold digger and possibly karmic family members, or this is someone you had a family with that could have STD, spiritual disease. They're a narcissist. They're a narcissist that's trapped in their own mind. They're unable to self-regulate or redirect their thoughts. They're being haunted, tormented by their memories. They're a player. The narcissist is the player. Possibly a gold digger, or they're connected to a gold digger. They went into a contract and didn't read the fine print. It was a marriage. And this person knows it's about to fall apart. They know the tower's coming. One last card. You're the divine femme. Empress energy, whether you're a man or a woman, high vibrational, dealing with a very dark, low vibrational, masculine energy, whether they're a man or a woman, it does not matter. Wow. All right, I'm going to leave this reading here, Virgos. I love you guys so much. You rock. You're amazing. Obviously, why do you think you have people constantly worried about your life? It's because you're so flippin' amazing. If you held no value, they wouldn't be still lying about you, cyberbullying you. If you were fake, phony, false, if you had no value, why are they still invested? Why do they still watch? That says it all. They want to be you and they can't be you. They're jealous and they're envious. So, all right, I'm going to leave this reading here, Virgo. I'm scheduling for the second week of December. If you're interested, please share the videos, like and subscribe. I love you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, Virgo.